Hello, everyone. I'm Nora Tobin, Health and Wellness Partner to Marriott International Luxury Brands, the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection, and a number of Fortune 500 companies. I am so thrilled to bring you Fulfillment in 3, Fit, Fueled, and Focused. The program is designed to improve energy, shift physiology to adapt to stress, and enhance neurogenesis in a 24/7 work week without sacrificing time or enjoyment. Today, I'm going to share the top 3 strategies from each: Fit, Fueled, and Focused. Starting with Fit. So I know, especially now, the days can be very long and somewhat hard to get in just a quick workout. So the Fit program is designed to improve your metabolism for 24 hours after the workout, improve your hormonal balance so you get the best results from the workout without taxing your body, and deliver sustained energy to give you that nice boost in the late afternoon. Our first strategy is interval training. So high intensity interval training is essentially just applying speed to any movement. So whether it's squats, push-ups, running, swimming, anything you do, you would just apply speed. So for example, if you're going on a run, you'd run as fast as you can after a warm-up. You'd run as fast as you can for 30 seconds and do about a 30-second walk. And then you continue on for 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, alternating speeds. So you can apply that speed to anything you do. We have a number of interval workouts within our Fulfillment in 3 program that give you that nice metabolic boost. The reason why high-intensity interval training works so efficiently for burning fat and building lean muscle is due to excess post-oxygen consumption. All that means is after you perform any kind of interval workout where you're switching speeds, going all out as fast as you can in short periods of time, you're going to raise that EPOC, excess post-oxygen consumption. All that is burning calories for 24 hours after the workout. The other 2 components under Fit are yoga and walking. The reason why these are so important in the program is because it helps to balance your hormones and lower cortisol. Cortisol is our stress hormone. So we're supposed to make a certain amount of cortisol to get us up in the morning. It helps us accomplish daily tasks. But what happens throughout the day, especially when stress starts to set in, is that cortisol does not come down. So it's almost supposed to look like a sine and cosine chart, rising, falling, rising, falling. By the evening, it's supposed to fall, allowing us to make melatonin, getting us into a deeper stage of sleep. What's happening with our day-to-day life, our busy, stressful lifestyles, is that cortisol does not come down. The problem with that is when the cortisol stays high, it starts to pull from 2 other essential hormones. Our thyroid, which governs weight loss, weight gain, overall metabolism, as well as our estrogen and testosterone, which governs a number of things in the body, including sex drive. So it's going to show up in different ways. If cortisol is out of balance, we might gain weight, especially in the abdominal region, or we might have low sex drive or low energy. So all that being said, circling back to the top strategies of the Fit program, yoga and walking specifically help to target cortisol, bringing that cortisol down. So the best thing that we can do is alternate our high intensity and low intensity work throughout the day. Throughout the week. So high intensity intervals would go on maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Low intensity, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, alternating. Yoga and walking on one day, intervals on another day. So by doing so, that gives you the best ability to alternate, giving you the maximum recovery, as well as ensuring you get the best results without having to sacrifice too much time. Our second pillar in the Fulfillment in 3 is Fueled. So that's our nutrition pillar. The 3 strategies under Fueled are the 8-hour eating window, eating fat to burn fat, and foods that are going to lower inflammation. So the 8-hour eating window is essentially changing the time in which you eat rather than changing everything you're eating. So you would just shorten the window in which you eat to an 8-hour period. By doing so, your body is going into a fasting state, the time in which you're not taking in calories. That fasting state, let's say it's that 16 hours that you're not eating, your body goes into rapid cellular cleanup mode, also known as autophagy. When your cells are being cleared out at an efficient pace, given that time you're fasting, you're basically rebooting your body's battery. Your cells are going to clear out faster, improve the ability to remove toxins that come from mental and physical stress, turn cells over much quicker, seeing a huge difference in hair, skin, and nails because that relies on cellular turnover. And we're going to increase our fat burning power because our body is going to start to burn fat for fuel rather than sugar. So the first question I'm always asked is, what about breakfast? It's the most important meal of the day. And the best example I can give is the 2 different roller coasters that our body goes on based on the fuel we put in first thing in the morning. So we have our ketone burning roller coaster and our glucose burning roller coaster. When we're in a fasted state first thing in the morning, our body is going to go into that ketone burning roller coaster, giving us the ability to burn fat for fuel and send clean energy to the brain. When we have what is a typical breakfast in the morning with a carbohydrate, like toast or oats or all these things that are really quite healthy for us, but later in the day. Because when we take them in first thing in the morning, that carbohydrate and protein and fat, the combination, especially the carbohydrate, is going to make us burn glucose for fuel, meaning our body's going to feel those up and down spikes in energy throughout the day. So simply put, if you can shift the time in which you eat to, let's say, noon or 11, skipping breakfast and then stopping eating about 8 o'clock at night, you're going to give yourself that 16-hour fast where all of those benefits are going to take place. The second pillar in our nutritional program is eating fat to burn fat. So our brain is 60% fat. We need to fuel the brain with healthy fats. Healthy fats come in the form of omega-3s, which exist in avocados, wild-caught fish, grass-fed beef, even organic eggs, as well as nuts and seeds. We want to stay away from the trans fats, which is where a lot of the fat oxidation takes place, creating inflammation in our body. Trans fats are the fried fats as well as processed foods that use industrial seed oil. So eating more of those healthy fats, getting in those healthy fats like avocados, organic hard cheeses, olive oil, all of those things are going to fuel the brain and help burn fat in the body. Our last pillar of the fueled program is incorporating more foods that are going to help reduce inflammation in the body. So inflammation exists in our system to help heal us quicker, but when we're in a stress state, that inflammation keeps rising, almost like our cortisol, and that inflammation turns into chronic inflammation, leading to an array of issues in the body. So the best thing that we can do is put in practices into play to lower our inflammation, like walking and yoga, as well as incorporate foods that are going to specifically help lower inflammation. One of those foods is berries, especially blueberries. That increases our brain-derived neurotropic factor, which helps create new neural connections and removes inflammation in the brain. Other great foods that lower inflammation are actually the ones that I just spoke on, those healthy fats. So incorporate more of those, incorporate resistant starches such as sweet potatoes and white rice. That's going to help lower the inflammation in the body. Okay, last but not least is the focus section. So we have our fit, fueled, and now moving on to focused. For focused, we have 3 pillars. Deep breathing that can exist in 1 minute in the middle of your day. You don't have to go and meditate for 30 minutes on end, although I do encourage it if you're already doing it. The second pillar is a very short journal first thing in the morning. And the third pillar is just a simple routine before you go to bed to help with sleep. So first and foremost, the guided breathing. By inhaling and then a longer exhale. So inhaling for a 3 count, longer exhale, let's say 5 to 10 counts on that exhale. That longer exhale is going to put you into that parasympathetic nervous system, that rest, focused, calm nervous system where we really want to build from. By being in that side of our nervous system, we're going to be able to focus for a longer period of time. We're going to feel far less stressed, and we're going to have more energy. We tend to go more into the fight or flight mode when we're stressed, when we're running from one thing to the next. So by just incorporating the 3 and 5 breath in the middle of the day when you feel extra stressed, or any time that works into your schedule, even for 1 minute, you're going to start shifting your physiology. Our second strategy is that quick journal in the morning. But when I say quick, I mean quick. It does not have to be long. We're talking 1 minute. Again, these are really simple tools to integrate because they don't take a lot of time, but they can lead to huge results. So it's been shown that when you journal first thing, journaling either top 3 things you're grateful for or top 3 things that you want to accomplish and the reasons why that day, giving that purpose behind your goal rather than just the goal itself, you can actually shift the chemistry in your brain, creating new neural connections. So just take 5 minutes or less, first thing in the morning. It might not happen every day, but getting into the habit of doing that will set you up for success for the day. Will also help to start changing the structure of the brain for the better. Finally, our last strategy in Focused is the ability to get into deeper stages of sleep. So by doing so, you're going to stimulate the glymphatic system. That's the cognitive cleaning that takes place when you're sleeping. About 95% of the glymphatic system is activated only when we're sleeping. So that means the brain expands, cerebral spinal fluid flushes through the brain, clearing out toxins and brain plaque. In order to get to that, we want to get into a deep stage of sleep. Few things to do to get into the deep stages of sleep is, number 1, lying with your legs up the wall, which sounds pretty silly, but it definitely works. It shifts you into that parasympathetic nervous system. Preferably doing that without your phone is a great way to shift into that calm state. Lowering your core temperature. So your core temperature needs to drop by 2 degrees in order to shift into those theta stages of sleep, the deepest stages of sleep, theta and delta. By doing so, you can simply, or by lowering your core temperature, you can simply take actually a hot shower or bath. That's going to draw blood up to the surface of the skin, cooling your core. Or you can just turn that thermostat down in your house, making your room cool, giving you that nice stage of sleep. Finally, the last part of our strategy for sleeping is adaptogenic herbs. So it's just an extra bonus if you want to try them. Adaptogenic herbs have been around for thousands of years in Central and South America, as well as India. One of the most popular ones and well-studied, well-researched and proven is ashwagandha. So ashwagandha is an herb that comes from India. It helps your body adapt to stress and calm the nervous system. So it's a lot of different techniques. You can incorporate them all, or you can incorporate just a few. My hope is that you can just take a few and add to what you're already doing well. You're a high performer. You know how to optimize your energy and your willpower. These things are just meant to serve you and lift you up even more. So I hope it's helpful. I look forward to doing this journey together, and I will see you soon.